Think I'm ready. Hi guys, welcome to the second live Gamers Idea episode. What we're going to be doing today is a little bit of everything because I just want to be upfront and personal with you guys. Just I like to make this as personal as possible. I wasn't feeling well for a couple of days. Went to the doctor, got some medication. Long story short, I'm still taking the medication right now. But I'm fine. It was a false alarm, but I gotta be more careful. Watch what I'm doing, watch what I'm eating, so I don't trigger anything. So I don't want to get into much more details other than that. But just let's say I got a big bullet. So at least for me, So let's get into the gamer's idea episode. So a lot of things happened while I was there sick in my bed and doing my work. What I want to talk about first is one of the biggest news. It's kind of like a double-edged sword for me, as much as a lot of other people. Is the the Super NES Mini. Now, let's just be honest, be upfront and honest about this. This is like, I am not. Let me be honest. I was totally bummed out that I did not get an NES Mini, and I wanted one really bad. Not paying scalper prices. I just can't deal with it. They got lots and lots of videos on the internet talking about it. I don't want to go in and throw my 2 cents into it now, because that's just throwing my 2 cents into a pool full of 2 cents. It's just gonna hit 0 2 cents. So yeah, Super NES Mini came out. Has some really great games on it. I'm like one of the people who like real Chrono Trigger on this set of games. They hooked Dream Course and putting Chrono Trigger, and I would have been fine. But I guess it was a licensing issue. But you have plenty of IPs you could have put on here. Other than Dream Course, you could put the Super All Stars pack in this and check out the Dream Course. There's so much things that could have gone in this space, but niggas ain't arguing. Niggas are not arguing because we got Star Fox 2 again that was never released coming up to that, and this even makes it more of a valuable item than the NES Mini ever was, because this is one of the games that never came out, and it's gonna see the light of day. Now, Nintendo's saying that this is the completed version and the one that we have floating around on the websites, on the interweb, are just ROMs of 90 or 80% complete versions of the game. But I guess it's Nintendo, so they're gonna add a little bit of polish to it and then put it out. They don't put out crap, so you can expect at least a little bit of polish. Evan's gonna say more gameplay than the one that we got on around highly likely, and people haven't been talking about it. They've just been talking about, oh, the excitement, Star Fox 2's coming out, potentially. Well, let's talk about it. We've had Star Fox 2 for a while. We played it. Everybody's played it, and whoever hasn't played it, me, because I haven't really got around to loading back the emulator onto my computer. I've been really dicey about that lately, and my current emulators and stuff that I had on my other hard drive, I wiped that. So I'm kind of in like limbo right now. So when I get a chance and I feel it lucky to download all the emulators again, I will download all my favorite games with it and play as I usually do. But I'm working on get that sorted out so I can at least record a little bit. So look out for that. But we got some of the big hitters. We can't really argue with what they've given us. They've given Super Mario, they've given Legend of Zelda, Link to the Past. That alone sells this thing. Super Mario, Legend of Zelda, Super Metroid, the trifecta of Trinity that is the Super Nintendo is on this thing. And that alone, in a box, they could have sold that for less price. Just those 3 games in a Super Nintendo box, and I'm telling you, that would have sold like hotcakes. It would have sold so fast, and I'm telling you, they have done us a good service. They're selling F-Zero, Super Mario Kart, a few others in there. Super Street Fighter Turbo, they just sold us like the Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo, not Street Fighter 2 Turbo, but that's just my opinion. We're getting Earthbound on this. They had to put Earthbound on this or people would have riot. And they had to put Super Mario Legend of Seven Stars on this or people would have riot. Mega Man X, the first one, because the first one's actually the best in my opinion. People will say 3, but me, I say 1. Fight me on that. And Donkey Kong Country. Another thing, people are saying that Donkey Kong Country 2 should have been on this, but to me, I like Donkey Kong Country 1, so I don't cause it a loss or concern. But you know, apples and oranges, I guess. But yeah, we got a really good pack of games. It's coming out for a little bit more, which is $79.99 MSRP in the US, and the things are already gone. The people on scalping eBay, I can't even call it eBay anymore. Scalpbay currently have these up. I actually mean pre-order for purchase. So when they get the system, you get the system. What the hell, people? The stoop is low. Soon they're going to get the system before it's even announced and then offer it on eBay. The rumors are going to come out, and then they're going to be putting out rumors about a rumor console. Nigga, that's going to be the day. Look, I called that. Nigga, I called that. Since Nintendo's seeing a lot of boost in popularity and speaking and affluence because of the Super Nintendo, I think they're going to continue this series further on. I don't know if I'm going to get the Super Nintendo, the N64 Mini, but I want to get myself a hold of the GameCube Mini. That's going to be good. I don't know how they're going to do the GameCube Mini because GameCube games are kind of big, but yeah. Put it as much as the Super Nintendo and you'll have my sale, Nintendo. Hats off to you. Hopefully you make enough for everybody, including scalpers, so they can scalp it all the way, and then there's so much around in the wild, there's no need to sell it at the outrageous prices, and they sell it at least store-bought prices. Hopefully. But we can only hope. I'm going to try to see if I get my order in when I get paid. Sometime around the September 29th. So as soon as it comes out online and you have a few copies on the Amazon, I would like to snag a couple copies. But I will have to talk to Amazon and see if they have any support of getting that sorted out. So stay tuned for that. The next thing I want to talk about is Splatoon 2. Splatoon 2 has their test fire, I think it was today or yesterday or sometime this week or something like that, and I'm fairly upset. I don't have my Switch as yet. I don't know if I'm going to get a Switch or PlayStation 4 depending on how my brother finds something for me, because I sent him to get one for me from overseas. So yeah, it's gonna be a uphill battle. I'm not gonna get to see a Switch for year one, which is sad, I know, but I guess that's the day how Nintendo wants to treat their fans who actually want the system and want to purchase the system. I know people are gonna tell me, man, Martino, they have storage issues, and man, Martino, this and that. Nintendo, you have a community, a community manager, 1. 2, you have a analyst manager, 2. Why are they working hard to make sure that you have enough systems at launch to at least meet the demand of launch? Because you know you didn't meet the demand at launch. Actually, all the people who wanted to get a system at launch did not get a system. I know you do your little tactics, and people were talking about the tactics, and yes, you do it sometimes, but at this point in time, the tactic has backfired. A lot of people are upset that 1, they haven't got a Nintendo Switch, and 2, the games are not coming as expected on a Nintendo Switch. They're coming, don't get me wrong. The first year of a system is always the rockiest part, and I tell people never invest in a system unless you really like the system and know the potential of the system. I know the potential of the Switch, that's why I'm investing early. I want to switch before it's going to even become harder to find. So I want to switch now rather than later, because I know it's going to pay off in the end. Should I hold off and wait for the revised model, which is eventually going to come out? Sure, I should. But if I get a PlayStation 4 instead of the Switch, that's what I'm going to do. Hold off to year 2 when they inevitably announce the revised model, and maybe pick it up with a couple of games I'm hoping to pick up. I still want the Switch to be my first digital only platform. I want to try that out and see how that's going to be for me, because me gaming outside the US, I can't pick up all those games really at a decent price, and paying digital would be the best way for me, because things again are a little bit harder here in my country per se. So that's gonna be interesting to say the least, and I'm looking forward to switching it up as soon as I get one, if I get one this year. I'll let you know in the next video or not if I do personally get one. You might see a lot more things, you never know. I just throw those up there because I can on YouTube. So the next thing I am looking at is the online chat features for Splatoon. Now, a lot of people aren't going to be really pleased with the chat voice system, but if Nintendo makes it intuitive enough, the casual market will really hang on to those chats, and maybe I might test them out. But I bet you everybody just go to Discord, make a Discord server for whoever they want to play with, and set it up for that, basically. Now, I don't know, I'm thinking myself to set up my own Discord server, but we'll have to see. You'll have to see. I'm not telling you that I'm not going to get a hosted Discord server, or I am going to host a Discord server. It's really up to that current point in time what I'm going to be doing. But for sure, I am going to be doing something. So stay tuned to that. And it's free for 2018. So you get a good check on thing. I don't know when in 2018. I guess around E3 again is when you will inevitably get the payment onto the online. But if they give us good games, like in the PlayStation Plus, they give you good games for that, and they give you games that you can play every month for free, I wouldn't mind paying a little bit for my online service. I'll pay annually, so I don't have to pay it again, and I will run through the whole year, just like paying for Amazon Prime. You have it, you pay for it, even though you don't use it all the time, you know you're going to need it, and you don't want to be paying for it while you're purchasing your stuff. So treat it like Amazon Prime, and you should be good. The next thing that really caught my attention, or you might not know this, but I play a lot of Hearthstone. I mean, I never said I'm going to be good at it, but I play a lot of Hearthstone, and I like Hearthstone a lot. I've been liking the expansions that they bring out, but this year they've been doing something different for the Year of the Mammoth. They are ditching the expansions for like an expansion pack. Ditching the adventure for an expansion adventure like hybrid. Now I don't know how that's gonna work out, because I did like the adventures. I did like Nexus, Into the Nexus. I did like the expansion where Reno Jackson came from. Don't like Reno Jackson, but that's a whole new story for another day. And I'm liking this, join the Knights of the Frozen Throne, because in the Frozen Throne is the Lich King is a really important part of Blizzard lore, and when Blizzard people, because I never really played I never played Warcraft. Every time I wanted to play, I just didn't have the time. But I hear Warcraft steals your soul in your life, and your whole life could fall down from there. But tomato. So I was like, it's gonna be really interesting how they do the packs, and I might just buy into it like how I would normally buy into a venture, buy 50 packs and see what I get. So that's depending on how the money plays out and what I can do. But I'd like to at least look into it and at least get enough packs so I can at least make it at least decent tier 2 deck or tier 1 deck um, to survive the meta, like how I made Big Easy Druid for what's getting up for Aurora, and it's been serving me well. I haven't been everything, but I've won a lot of matches with that deck, so I've been fairly pleased with it. So we'll be seeing what we can do to bolster Big Easy Druid or actually make it other deck that's going to be good for me. But yeah, that's all it is. They showed some of the cards off. Some of the cards look really broke, but some of them look like they have a lot of potential, like lifesteal and stuff like that. And I'm really looking forward to playing around with the new expansion and see what people come up with, like Trump and stuff, and see if I can make it up. That's basically it for Hearthstone. Pretty simple. And if you haven't really played Hearthstone and you're looking to get into a card game, I would recommend for the newer players to pick up Hearthstone because Yu-Gi-Oh is pretty hard to get into. Even though I want to get back into Yu-Gi-Oh, Yu-Gi-Oh is hard to get into. I don't see anything about Duel Masters anymore. Magic is fairly complex for me per se. Even though I have tried to get into Magic multiple times, I just don't find it as appealing. But I like Hearthstone. I'm going to continue liking Hearthstone. I know there's others similar to it online. I think Elder Scrolls has one as well, but I think it's just a watered down Hearthstone, honestly. If you understand what I mean. But it's pretty good. The Tavern Brawl with the mini Ragnaros is pretty cool. I like that. And double the coins for this summer Midsummer Festival, which is absolutely insane. I actually have to get on that. I'm getting on that actually after this. So now we're winding down. I'm gonna just talk about Pokemon and what's been happening in the OU metagame and how I've been liking it now. OU metagame was fire. As soon as Mars Shadow or Mars got released, niggas been lit. Niggas been fire. I mean, even though I've lost a couple of Mars Shadow teams, I haven't actually lost a Mars Shadow just as much. He has a lot of checks to it, and even though he's kinda insane with his damage output and his special move Spectral Key, I don't think he deserved the Uber's treatment, right? I heard a lot of very bad stories about people just got him butt raped by this thing. So it's truly understandable because of how the thing just fits on everything. Team does a lot of things you want it to do, has sets to match, and literally a spin blocker. Wow. This thing got everything. It's a spin blocker, it's a fighting type, it's a ghost type, which is some of the most unresisted types in the metagame so far. So most things really don't resist fighting as much, and the things that do resist fighting still take a buttload of damage from people busting off 300 and somewhat attack and higher. Still gonna get a nice little clean little shit off those Pokemon, and ghost types is just the same thing on the special side. So yeah, that's gonna be really interesting. Marshadow is gonna still do well in Ubers because if Lucario could do well in Ubers, that thing's gonna do excellent in Ubers. And I might try it out in Ubers because I think it's gonna be cool and all. But other than that, we also got some other Pokemon that came out from that as well. I think some new Megas get released. I'm not really too bad of the Marshadow loss because we got Loop Bunny, Mega LeBunny, Play Bunny in his place, and she's about around what Marshalla does. Marshalla is more flexible and viable, but she does exactly what Marshalla was designed to do: come in, hit hard, and create some sort of kind of semi-offensive support. There are not too much mods that can do that, but the mods who can do it find a spot on every team. So things like fake out, encore, stuff like that, and you still can hit hard and provide offensive presence is fairly great because of how Bunny plays around. And she finds a spot in every team because she's offensive support. The same reason why Mega Metacam is found on their good set of teams because and considered really good Mega is because of offensive support. Once you can fill an offensive supportive role, you tend to find yourself on a lot of teams. Now, we haven't gotten the Lottie Team Twins as yet. We haven't gotten my boy Mega Agron. I can't wait for Mega Agron. He's gonna be so good. He's gonna be busted. Oh, I don't care what nobody said. I had a Mega Agron team for Oras, and I used it in OU because they thought UU. Mega Agron was UU, but I used Mega Agron in OU all the time. Busted! People coming, just dead. Oh, filtered, so good. I filtered with Bulu. Nah, earth type moves ain't hitting me. And if I put this thing in the rain, good luck killing me. God damn, Mega Agron's going to be balling. Yeah, I'm looking forward to Mega Agron. I'm looking forward to using Mega Ampharos in UU because I really want to see how that thing is going to perform. Maybe we're missing Mega Ataria because people don't talk about that. That thing's so such a rock. And the Mega Lottie things are not going to be used as much. And they take up a Mega slot. And Mega Latios and Latias are really good base farm. Really didn't need a Mega, in my opinion. But they're going to find some places in OU for people who want to run them. I might run them. I had a Mega Latias team that I ran. It was pretty good. It was dope. But for me, it is not really. I'm not looking for them. I'm looking for Mega Agron, Mega Ampharos, and that's about this. Maybe Mega Ataria if you do get it. But we got Mega Glalie. Not Mega Galade, sorry. Mega Galade, Mega Garnivore, and I think Mega Loot Bunny. That's what we got. And it's not bad. It's actually pretty, really good. I've really been liking OU since all the Megas have been getting released again. It's been really great. And I know Nintendo has moved on from Mega Evolution and they went to Z moves. And I understand that, but I really like the Mega mechanic. I mean, I think a lot of other people do like the Mega mechanic. It makes Pokemon viable. You can build teams around it. It gives people an ease into team building because you can make a Mega and make a team around Megas to work around that Mega that you made. And it really makes team building nice and easy, as I would like to say, for newer players that want to get into the game. Because my cousin, he doesn't team build, made a team building team for one of his favorite Megas, which is a Mega Charizard X, I think. And he had a really good team called the Spin Blocker. Somebody that could default pretty efficiently. He had a really good team. I still bust his ass, but he had a good team. And I gotta give him props for that. And that's what the Mega mechanic entails. It gives really a lot of options to a lot of people and gives Pokemon that wouldn't have been OU or used a lot some sort of competitive relevance. But I guess Z-Stone does the same thing too, but I don't think Z-Stone does it as good. They're like the cheap version of Mega Evolution. But what Z-Stones bring to the table is that they're basically a one-for-one Hyper Beam without the drawbacks of Hyper Beam. And you have it in any elemental color that you want, any element that you want from normal right up to Ghost. So yeah, it's pretty good. both of them have their merits, and I want to see both of them keep continuing. Not one and not the next. I want both of them to carry on into the new games. We haven't heard any word of the new Pokemon game that's coming up to Switch. I haven't heard any rumors, anything on NeoGaf, anything on the forums, but I've heard a little inklings that it might be a remake. I can see it happening, but I don't see the remake happening on Switch. I see the remake happening on 3DS. Just like how they brought out Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon for the 3DS. I think the last hurrah for Pokemon in the whole would be the remakes, and then the remakes would transfer data from the 3DS to the Switch. And that's my whole point on those remakes. But I'm looking forward to Gen 4 remakes. Even though I don't like Gen 4 initially, if they fix some of the stuff that I hated in Gen 4 and bring it back in a new form factor, I might like Gen 4, because Gen 4 to me is the weakest gen in my personal opinion. You can fight me on that, but you're going to lose because I'm going to tell you that I didn't like it. The metagame was great for Gen 4, don't get me wrong. Gen 4 metagame was hype on hype. But yeah, seriously, Gen 4 has like some of the weakest things to me, but it brought a lot to the table, so I can't dismiss it. We have to see. For all the people who like Gen 4, I'm sorry for your loss, but we can move on from there. Well, I think that's it for me. I think I've said enough as I wanted to say. I think I have to go, but I hope you like and comment, and if anybody has any questions, I would be answering them right now. So let me just see if anybody has any questions. Okay, no questions? Great. So, if you do want to ask a question, I'm going to post this to Facebook, so you can go ahead and leave a question there. And other than that, I'm signing off, I guess. So